Good day, everybody. I hope you have a joyful and blissful day today. I'm Saphora from Melbourne, Australia. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Today, I will discuss a family through the charts. They send it to me. You can go to Fivearts.info or send me to the email Secret for One Truth, and I will plan it in to have your charts reading. So today we have a case, a family case, one of young family, and his wife has no time of birth. So it's a challenge for me. So we what gonna do today, because you can see the mail. I switched to the Excel. So it's my Excel sheet is for free. You can download for free online. So we check quickly. It's the 27 constellation. So that you can see here, the male has a sign of 20. So we fill it here 20, and we check it to her sign. So she is born in 1982, 1st of September. So her sign is 11. So I fill in within the other column, number 11. And it says conception free. It means they both in previous life, according to constellation, they know each other in the previous life. So I mean this life very likely they meet each other. Okay, what gonna do? I skip to the, because the mail is 7 o'clock PM. So it's not even. So not even time, I always check the cards for second opinion. If it's even time, like 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I don't need to worry about time correction. Through my experience, I don't need to do that. But if it's odd time of birth, for this example 7 o'clock in the evening, I will check the cards for second opinion. So I skip to my webcam, this one, the other cards. So the question is the same. I sell for the male, I select 7 cards. Everybody see my hand? And from the 7 card, I select 2 cards out. And in my mind, I say, hey, again, 2 cards is 2 red cards. It's date of birth, the time of birth is correct. 2 black cards is no, and black and a red card, it means I have to make the decision then. All right. So for the male, I shake with the left hand. Just in the beginning, it's just random. You ask me how many times. It's just not too long and not too short. Just from the feeling. So I deck, left hand. I select 7 cards randomly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So from the 7 cards, I shake 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 cards, I take it out 2 cards randomly again. So the question is his time of birth correct? So from the 7 cards I take, so I open those 2 cards. If it's 2 red, it means the time of birth is correct. Again, black and red, so very unlikely I have to make decision myself. So this is the second time I asked the time of birth. They are not happy I asked that question. Don't know why. Maybe later I figure it out. So I leave it as it is. I quickly go to Excel sheets. Go to the female first, because the female has no time of birth, but I can give quickly my second opinion. So I open quickly her chart. So when it is female, born in 1982, the time of birth I let it 7, but I don't look at the hour pillar. So I go down here, date of birth. Let me see how the calculation is. So 150. We skip it. So we see here, look only the 3 pillars. So she's born a year of the dog, month monkey, and the day is the pig. So it's a fire. So she's not supported by the season. Normal season, why is they calculate, in my opinion, the parents pillar. The parents pillar, maybe when she grow up, you have support from your parents. So normally that might be the reason why the month pillar is very important. Because if you supported by your parents, you have advantage. So by upbringing, they supporting you. And secondly, you look at the resources, like where it's coming from. You can see here there are some resources in the day pillar, but nothing else. The rest is direct officer, hurt and officer, exhausted element. It means because the our pillar is not available, we could say, hey, she is a weak fire. Weak fire, it means she had to use her own strength, because there are a lot of exhausting. It doesn't mean that it is not good. She can achieve. She's very talented. Hutton officer is a talent star. Direct officer is being a boss, or you can say, hey, she can be married if she in young age. Because she's a female, she's born in the year of the dog. It's the yang pillar. Normally, a female have the yang energy. In general, it's a little bit reverse. It could be a minus point. Because the wealth is quite good here, but as you know, weekday master require a lot of energy from herself, a lot of efforts, a lot of hard work, and she will achieve that. So you can see here, she will grow up with her own strength. She achieve of her own strength. No support from the environment, is only her. So I wish her well, but also you can see here is the day pillar is void. Under the pillar is a direct officer. Direct officer could mean a husband. But this chart gave me already in advance, she has already 2 children. So we can't say, hey, day pillar is void, the marriage be void. So be careful to say that, because void could be anything. It could be reverse. Bad thing could be reversed in positive thing. So we don't want to scare this family or this lady. But void is, you have to see, hey, we have to look for what could be mean, other meaning too. So we go to, normally she is now 39 years old. As I told before, a lady with 39 years already have family, children in general. Because we look at the next step is how is her well-being is more important than the marriage, because she has already married, so she was already in love. It's an indication of the 10 years look pillar from 30 years old to 50 years old. There are two void. Let me void again. You don't, as a lady, you don't want those two void during your the peak of your life. It means family life. So it is the snake between 28 years old to 37 years old, where it's a clash again against her day pillar, the pig. So the year of the snake, we have to find year of the snake, very likely, let me check, 2013. It says 31 years old. So if you check quickly, you have to find out what's happening to her life when she was 31 years old. But then you can see, hey, her first son is 2012. So very likely her pregnancy, the birth of the first son, there are a lot of challenges in her life. So that you can check it back, why it's happening to her life. So I think it's about her pregnancy. We have in 2012. So the give birth of the maybe normally a family who has the first son. This all very busy environment. So it could be related during her time, the 28 years old to 37 years old. She has the first son and also the second son also in this period. So very likely it's very challenging years for her. But normally the happiness of a woman when she gives birth. So that's I think its void could also means very busy, but it brings also happiness into her life. So void is not always bad. So it could change from bad to good. So that's keep in mind. But surely it's very busy this coming 10 years. That's roughly about her. Because the time of birth is not complete, so I skip that. I go to the husband. Okay, this is her husband. So we said so the card say, hey, I make decision about his time of birth. So we leave it as is. It's 7 o'clock in the evening. So we go further to quickly look at his chart. The conception theory is not serious, so I skip the conception area. We go to the 4 pillar. We can see here. He's a male. He's born in the year as Yin. As we can see, his wife was born in the year of Yang, the dog. So both man and woman are reversed, and we can see here in a previous life they met each other. It could be the role is reversed. Maybe in a previous life he was the woman and she was the man. So maybe a couple from the previous life, and this life they changed reverse in the body. So that could be a reason why they attract each other. But the year energy has been reversed. So normally, as I decode, Yang male have Yang year it's more positive, but it doesn't mean it's negative at the end. So we look at each second one. He was born in the year of Rooster, another Yin year. So two Yin pillar. It says something about his energy. He's male, but he's very kind, soft person, because Yin fire above fire, the year, earth above metal. So it's very in harmony. So his inner energy is very good flow. It means he's balanced. So if he get angry, he can still control it, because there is no opposite element in the first pillar. So there is no conflict in the year and the month. and also both yin, he's a male, so you can see, hey, that guy is a very kind and peaceful man. So we can see, but we see the day and the hour. Unfortunately, the day hour, the dragon clash with the hour, the dog. So when we can see, hey, the dog is clashing with the dragon, so it has to do with the children. It could mean when he has he has children, he will have spend a lot of time to take care of them. So they exhaust his element. So you can see here he's water, but he's born in the month metal. So metal is become water. Metal support water. So he's quite good. So he have enough support from the month pillar to make direct well and direct officer. So it's very good two cards. They are very peaceful card as well. Direct wealth mean he worked very hard, and also it's a good money. And also in the sub key is about indirect wealth. So he has potential to earn money beside hard working. And also direct officer support the direct resources. So it's very good things to have. So, but also we have to take care of the last pillar. Dog and dragon, normally the energy is clashing. It refers to earth element, and earth element very likely is about the stomach or intestine energy. So it's about his lower abdomen. So it's about his digestive system. We're gonna check out maybe if it's health involved or not. So we check further. We keep an eye. It could be a health chart, this one. And so if we know, hey, his energy, the stomach's energy, digestion's energy is overreacting. So we can check if he has constipation or problem with the bladder, the kidney, the back pain, and all those things. We have we need more information to make a conclusion. We go further to the pillar. So roughly, so the current year we look at 2021. So current one is 2015 and 2025. So it's a C, snake pillar. It's void again. Coincidence is has the same pillar as his wife. So both void during this period of time. So it's very exciting year for the family. What's going to happen? So we have to dig out further so we can give them advice. But if you see here snake is in the fire element. So fire element will increase the earth. So his health about the digestion system will increase. So maybe some dip with his health during this period of time. So it's void. Hunting officer is also his talent. So that's a good point to have. And direct, indirect wealth. So this 10 years, he probably make a lot of money through the third party. So that's roughly my basic as beginner. So we go to the Emperor Star to check quickly, because I want to refer to the flying later. So we can see here is his life pillar. Roughly is 1977. They call the sand and clay year. Sand and clay. We can go top. You can see it's an unfavorable sign. This sand cannot be used for building, nor is used as clay for making pots or bricks. So plants do not bear much fruit. It's like Ming. Ming element is earth. So Ming element is supported the 5 elements. The 5 element is the 4th metal. So it's in harmony, but the metal won't support the earth. but so that's a negative point again. So, and the chord, the life chord is high. High is water. Water won't support the clay or the sand also. So both the element and the chord element, it didn't support his Ming, the year of birth. So it's another minus point. But some people say, hey, the chord of high, because chord of high is the energy is lower than the C. Normally the C chord is the highest energy, and the red is the high energy, and the high is the lower energy. And but in that some master say that, but I say, hey, depend on. I prefer to have like the rules hour. Because why? Tai Yin here. Tai Yin is the moon, and as you can see, the moon is shining very brightly during nighttime. And high chord, it's about in the evening. So it's the Tai Yin is get strength during the high chord. So one master say, hey, high is a low energy, but in this circumstances, the moon is shining brightly. So I think it's positive. Secondly, the moon is number one, the highest brightness. So that is very beautiful chord to have, beautiful life balance to have. And Tai Yin, unfortunately, it's referred to more the female side, the female energy. So he is a male, but the chord is Tai Yin. It's most suitable for a female. But okay, that's we can live with that. But Tai Yin get also business, doing business. Hua Lu is also making money. So that's also positive things. The other thing is Su Fu, the helper. The helper is also located in life pillar, so that's very good thing to have. So he is very smart and have intelligent man. And also Ting Ma is about his willpower to finish the job. Ting Ma is one who has the strength to carry on and to finish the job. And that's why I said, hey, I make the title is Prosperity Horse, because Hua Lu combined with Ting Ma is making money. So I can see, hey, his life in general when he's born is soft, but he can carry out money and wealth. So those two stars will influence 80% of his life. Okay, then the 10% is the 12 of Palace. The 12 of Palace we can see here. Unfortunately, is void. It means if I can recommend him, if he go overseas, is not good. Not recommend to go overseas, because when he go overseas, will be Ting Yi. Ting Yi is normal, very wise and knowledge, but it's falling a free falling star. And Hua Ke is like recognition, clever, but in beginning, if he go to overseas, he get a lot of recognition and he gain a lot of knowledge in the beginning, but it will be a downfall if he change location. So I recommend not to go to overseas or migrate far away from his parents, because Tua Lu is very bad star. So it could be mean if he travel to overseas, migrate far from his parents, he really like some bad news with traffic, could be involvement, or a lot of things we kind of find out. This travel say, hey, he better not to move away from his parents, because also this court is void. Void, you never know. It drag into the darkness. So so we don't want to have surprises for him in the future. So if he already migrate to the other country or other place far away, then we see further what's happening. Secondly, I do quick look before I switch to the flying star. So children and the marriage palace. The marriage palace, as you can see here, there is no ministers, so it's quite weak, the marriage palace. So this, but this also it's a Song Kong here. This it means the void, the emptiness star. So when we see in the marriage palace empty, we look at the opposite, the career. Career is beautiful. Look at it. The Tai Yang. Tai Yang is the sun. The sun is very high brightness, shining the mouth court. It means the shine in the right time and right place. So this guy is very, very smart, intelligent guy, very high IQ. So he's very knowledgeable. He can do a lot of things in a career. I think one of the career is the best career palace he had. And you can see here life pillar. Life pillar is Sufu, the helper, with UB. That's the left and the right hand of the emperor. They are here located. So both are very, very strong in knowledge and in talent. So the career is very promising. Unfortunately, the opposite is Da Hao in the marriage and the career. So he will lose a lot of money or spend a lot of money to his marriage, especially his wife. How we can see here how good is the marriage, because normally it's weak, but the opposite is the friends. If the friends distracting him much, there is not too much aggressive stars in only Kisha. So it's not the perfect palace for friends to have. So if we want to avoid any distraction with the other lady, but I think he's very soft, so I don't think he has the external love affair. But there's some distraction, very aggressive friends palace, and also Guashu. Guashu is one of the negative style. Maybe some lover in his past. Tianxing 7 very low, so it's not too bad. So we skip to the height to the health palace. We have seen we want to look at his digestion system. And Angguan is mean the gods are supporting him. So I think he will be fine. And also in the health there is we call the doctor's Boshi, the doctor in health. So very likely there is gods, the Buddha will supporting him about his health. And also you can see see way the emperor star, it control the health. Even he has a big bad health, the Buddha and the emperor, the gods above, they will supporting him in all kind of problems. So the opposite is the parents. The parents could be improved because Yin Sha in the parent palace. So his parent could be health could be improved. So this is not too serious because the opposite still had Si Wei and Guang. That is that's the Buddha blessing. Boshi is a doctor. So in this palace, heaven doctor, the emperor star control his whole life is in health. So I don't worry too much about his health. Only this one is a little bit worry because as we can see the 4 flying star and Hua Chi is in Fortune Palace. And Hoa Guang is also in Fortune Palace. It means it is the rest, the leftover from his past life. And Hoa Chi and Hoa Guang is reflect the opposite is the Wealth Palace. You can see here where is the money coming from. So King Yang and Yi Kong, there are emptiness and the bad star located. But unfortunately, because body court is in wealth, it means he's focused all his life. He focused only making money. So we can see Tai in Hoa Lu, he will make a lot of money. But no big good ministers control his wealth palace. So there is up and down. So it could be first make a lot of money, bankruptcy, growing back, and go further. That is his life. So be careful when is could he he will be bankrupt, and probably caused by his wife because his wife is Da Hao in the court of marriage. So very likely some advice from his wife could lead him to bankruptcy. It's not the fault of his wife, but because this wealth palace is no ministers controlling the wealth palace. The opposite is not good anyway, because human in lower brightness and Ting Tong in low brightness, it means bankruptcy will come. Recovering, yes, we will be recovering, but now he will understand why his life has top, but also bankruptcy in his life. And also this fortune, it says again about, very important in Emperor Star analysis. The fortune palace has to do with his past life or in ancestors' life. So this one, he had some death or he did something wrong. We all did wrong in the past, me too. But as you can see why it's left over in this life. And this Ji Kong, Tinku, they are very Ling Xing, a very bad star involved, and human is dark star. So it means his past life, he had some death, karma death, I call karma death from the past life. And so this life, they won't support it, the ancestors don't supporting him much. But meeting me, so I can review, he has a second chance to improve. Because if he don't improve his karmic palace, it will transfer to his children or even his marriage. So they take care of that. How we can prove in that? Some master had access to the spirit dimension. He also has access to the God dimension, the deities, the Buddha dimensions, all in your chart. I have none of them, so I'm just a beginner, but I give some sign, explain how it works. Even you can pray, worship the bad star, but you cannot neutralize it. The only way to neutralize those bad stars is to improve your karma for the future, and that's what I do through food. You need to sacrifice. Nothing is for free in this world. So if you want to improve your karma palace and you want to have your ancestors blessing you, so you save your children in your marriage and the next life too, you have to invest now. And I mean the only solution over the year I try to find is only try to reduce meat. That is the only solution. There is no other. You can change with a great muscle to influence your spirit dimension. It doesn't work because those dark dimension star, they always around. If you solve one problem, it shifts to another palace. So never you will solve the problem about the spirit dimension. The only way is, hey, you leave it alone, don't touch them, they don't touch you. The only way to shift the good luck is sacrifice. Nothing is for free. Nothing is for free. That's only one solution, that is producing meat. It's a little bit have Buddha teaching in the background, but over the year I faced so many problems, so many health issues, and I find out, hey, there is no other solution than the traditional Chinese medicine. The flow in the blood. Remember that. The blood is reducing meat. The flow is Chinese acupuncture or acupressure, but I come back to another topic. So we can see here I think the karmic is very bad, and it influenced his wealth palace, and they are waiting to strike, and also unfortunately his body cord is in wealth. It means he focused all his life about working, making money, but and you might say, hey, he might ask himself, I work so hard, I do all my best, why I can't get rich? Or I have been rich before, but why I have so much bankruptcy or losing a lot of money? That's my answer for that. So we go quickly to my flying star, because I like that software. So roughly about his life. So we go to this one. So this one is my favorite calculator. I already put his date of birth in here. So we can see here where there's life. So his life is the self here. Where it goes, the meaning of life, you can see it mean the green arrow. Green arrow is the cause, and the red arrow is the consequences. So I use only two, one the beginning and the end. So his meaning of life, the green, goes to mental. Mental is a karmic palace. So he will start with his mental palace or karmic palace. So he will invest in his ancestors much, because the mental is about his mind. So if you go here, that looks about the moon and sun are sign, they have helpers, everything is fine about him. But how come his mind is cloudy? He's stressed too much, and that is his. You can see here very clearly what's happening to his health right now. It's not only his digesting problem. That is not the cause. The cause is his mind. Human is about talking properly. He had to take care of his throat. That's way how you speak. And also there are also self guang and guang. So all his problems are here in focus in the mental of the karmic palace. The big problem are here. So we have to focus in here. As I told before, it had to do with his ancestors. Yes, correct. The past karma. So a lot of karma debt are here located. So that's why he had to focus on that. If we're gonna help him, we focus this palace, the karma palace. So because the karma palace will hit back hard in the wealth palace. So a man normally his main focus is about wealth, making money for his family, to bring the next generation have a good life. And in this case, we can see very clearly he had to focus on that to improve his wealth palace, because Wang Fu and King Ying are waiting here. This palace. So I can see the way so this one are waiting for him to strike. So that's so you can see that to explain. And secondly, the red area. The red area is the end. The end, even the result, is go to the parents' palace. So his life focus on the parents' palace. So Yin Sha is also waiting for him, and the parents is opposite the health. So the health are here, as you can see, the emperor are here. So he will this emperor he will control. So his health is improving, but he need to work hard for that. And also to improve his health, he need help from external, improve his karma life. So we can see because he's a male around 45 years old, so we focus again to his wealth. So we can see here he lose the end of of his life is about parents. So he focused the entire life about parents. This guy love his parents very much. And we go to wealth. What's gonna happen to his wealth? His wealth again, as a male, we can see bringing money to the family is very important. But in this wealth palace, there is no strong minister to control it. But luckily, there is career and life triangle. So this is not too bad. The wealth is not too bad. There's a help with Tai Yang in here. So he had knowledge and business to support Chiang Mai also himself. So wealth actually is empty, but externally it's fine with him. Only the problem is we can see here the red line go to mental again. So we have see here wealth and the self palace. Whole his life is about the mental palace again. So it's not coinciding what we see in my Excel sheet. So we focus again. It will attack, waiting attack again to make him bankrupt. So especially he's now 45, is the current, we said here, current decade. So the current decade, so it will tough. And we can see when we make in the back of our mind, it's his marriage, his wife. So during this time, his marriage, his wife's palace is void. So void can do can mean anything. But we can see here with parallel with his current 10 years, it's here something about the money. So I mean it's true. So very likely his wife is worrying about money too, and he as well. So what we can see here, decade self go to decade 12 and hit very back double G, and Hog One, it means almost double the strength back to the wealth. So if I see this, I say as a consultant, beginner consultant, I recommend not to spend much money in investment, or to reduce, if he already have a business, try to take risks, because during the 10 years they hit hard and they are waiting to hit hard too. So I'm not recommend. So invest in health, because we can see here the health is very important to him. So that's and it will in 2027. And 2027, or the 7 years, so it's too far away. So I think he has a lot of time to focus that. So surely we cannot stop. If we have a business and we work hard, we cannot stop. Only this say only the period, the good luck and the bad luck, the 10 year. How about so that's why we take care of that. And the end itself is, so in 2007 is the same. So we set here 2027. He should take care of that, especially because the annual self, shiny annual 12, again the self of palace. So write down 2027 is reduce everything. Maybe it's better to 2026 to sell the business. And because the next 10 years, the 55 is much better. You can see here, I take a big step to the future, because I don't want to explain a lot about his current 10 years. It's very bad. So the next 10 years start at about 50 years old, 54. It's the deco self will land in together with the Emperor and Lukun. There is those 10 years, it will be he will recover from health, recover from wealth. So in the far future, it looks very good. So only that's the best thing he could happen to him. So business going well, wealth going well, and I hope during these 10 years his wife is staying with him. So they talk about it, they get through this hardship time, and because there is the light at the end of the tunnel, there's next 10 years, after 54 years old, his life is getting back. So I think that you can see after 10 he will repay his ancestors. So that is very good point. And also go back to his the business one. So in the next, the 54 years is the perfect year. So I think the recovering from health, recover from wealth, that looks good in the future for him. That's a positive thing. So surely they want to ask me about the marriage. But if you have 2 children and a wife, it's better not to talk about the future, about your marriage. What I can tell you is the health. Then after 55 years old, your health is recovered, your wealth is recovering, and your life is coming back. So as a family, we go further, we get out of the tunnel and we get through the light. And that's I only recommend about his future. Surely they want to ask about his children. Okay, we only I don't talk much recommend about children, but we have a look about quickly about one of his son. So his son is born in October 2012. So roughly we go to his parents, because if the son, I mean I go to the parents pillar. So the parents pillar is here. So the parents pillar, we look at normally Tai Yin and Tai Yang. Tai Yang is referred to his father, and Tai Yin refers to his mother. So we can see here Tai Yin is weak, because Tai Yin is shining in Mao hour is reverse. And go to the Tai Yin, his father, the luck of his father. Luck his father here is about high, self-guang. So in sibling is high. It's quite, the sun is shining at night. It's not a good signal. You know, so we can see here when he's 10 years old to 20 years old, about the parents. So the parents, it reflect when we reflect what's his father, 10 luck. So he's now 10 years old. So this period of time, it's worrying about his father. So it reflect in the child's chart, reflect to his father. It's tell about his how the situation about his parent. You can see Tai Yang and Tai Yin during this period of time is not shining brightly. So the future himself, we can see to his career. His career is he's very smart guy, and also self is Su Fu the helper, and Wen Cheng is very talented star to have. So look promising to him, and what can we see more about his travel. So we see here. So we can see about, we don't talk about, he's 10 years old, I don't talk about his wife and children, so we skip that one. So but the intention to travel overseas it's very clear. So roughly he will fine. His son will grow up quite good. So I don't need to worry much about. And we have to look to the other son. So the other son. So mostly we're gonna see his parents again. So this one is another talented guy again, very smart, and so very likely he should do more business. He studied about economy. That's good thing to do. And we see here Tai Yin and Tai Yang. Tai Yin is about his mother, and Tai Yang is about his father again. And we see the parents' palace. Parents' palace about Tai Yin shining at sea hour. Again, you see here another sun. The second sun, Tai Yin is shining. The mother shining in the wrong palace, in the wrong time. How about the father? The father Tai Yang is here in French court, shining in U hour, U court. U is rooster. Rooster normally starting get dark already. So Tai Yang is losing strength. You can see here during his father is also weak. So you can see here. So both sons refer to the same. He says about his father. Look. So the first 10 years, this current 10 year, it refers to his parents. Their parents, they need luck. So unfortunately, I don't have the time of birth of the mother. So, but it's reflect in these two children, reflect about his father and their mothers. So that is parallel what we have seen about the father's chart, let's say, and the parents' chart. say a lot of work to do this coming 10 years. So together they get through of that. So as a family they are very strong, because why I call my channel is the web of destiny. If you change one destiny, it means you drag the other dots as well. We are, as it is a web. So when you drag out one web, you drag all everybody. Like in this case, the family, you drag all the web together, all the destiny together, and it's not easy. If you change one destiny, it means you change all of your family. It's not easy. Surely you don't drag about career, your friends, and your health all together. So we are living like a web of destiny. So we only can improve is have good deeds and invest in your karma, the good deeds and good karma. So we try to have a good life, and very clear what these two boys had to do with their fathers and mother. So we that's very clear what's happening. So again, it's very clear that what the parents going through this coming 10 years. Of course, we go back to the mother. I used a different technique because their mother has no time of birth. It's for me very hard to check 12 pallets which hour she was born. I'm not ready yet, but I try to have the different technique. I'm using different technique. As you can see, just extra. This is the first time I'm using this technique for the video. I will give you a demonstration. There are many coins. Yeah. Normally I use the card, but this time I use a coin. So my question is, I want to ask about the general look of the mother, because the mother has no time of birth. So what's the general look for the mother in year 2021? All right, this method. I throw the coins 6 times, and then I will have try to get the answer. This is the coin. All right, in my mind I say, hey, what's the general look of the female born in 1982 for this year? You can see is head, tail. Head, tail, you can say it's a yang line. Head. Head, it means a yang line, but it's an active line. It means it's changing line. Head, tail. Head, tail is a yin line. Here's a head, tail. Is head, tail. Is a yin line. Is head, tail. Is another yin line. All right, I'm gonna skip to my Excel sheets because I can't remember all the 64 hexagrams. So that's why I'm using my Excel sheets to give me a helping hand. So today is 2021, 24th Jan. Roughly the hour is not important, but I fill it in 4 o'clock in the year. So it's a male, it's female, it doesn't matter. So I go to my hexagram, the code decoding, because sometimes why I use a coin, the coins I won't lie. why I won't like when I'm not because if I read Bazi or I read Emperor Star, there's always yin and yang. There's always the both sides, good luck and bad luck. So I always read the good luck. So the glasses half full. So that's why it's a little bit tricky to decode it. But for the hexagram, for the coin, I can't lie much. I can't escape. So I will share what my opinion. So the first time I told you head tail tail. The second one is head tail is yang line, and also the head tail. The fourth one is head tail tail. The fifth line head tail. There are some master could straight away tell what it is, but I'm still learning, so please understand. So the result I have to checking. Okay, we're gonna hear result. It's called marrying stable hexagram 54 and hexagram strike. We can see the empty dates. So the month is the ox month, the earth month. The day is the metal. So we focus the subject. Subject is about her. So in my mind, the subject is about that female, and we see what's going on. So the subject is earth. Earth transfer in the dragon earth. So ox, earth is progressing. So it's a positive things to have. And also earth sees the ox line is supporting by the month earth. So that's also a positive thing. So we see there's a good luck to have. There is one active line that you can see here, the money. It's the money line. And it's a wood line. And wood line go to rabbit, go to tiger. Rabbit go to tiger, I mean it's reverse. He goes because first is the tiger and then rabbit. But here rabbit changed to tiger. It means that goes back. The money goes back. It means very likely it's a negative line for the money. So if the hexagram will say, hey, she have to be careful with the money, because when she's doing right now, she do some business or she want to buy something, and we can see here reflect to what we have seen in his in her partner, in the partner, her husband. In her husband, we can remember, go back. In her husband, I talk about her marriage palette is dahao, the spending money. It means somehow the wife will, he will lose a lot of money because of his wife. Remember that? Now we can see, I can't lie, because this is very sacred to me. And they say here very active. The active and the money is active, reverse. It means losing money. So when you see here very clearly what's going on, the family, really the wife, which somehow give money or lend some money or invest some money in the wrong reason. Let's reflect here what is said. And then also very sadly, it's the strike one. It means not a good result. So this is how I believe. And my conclusion again with the total decoding for today, it's true. It reflects what the family is going through, what's his luck of his husband going through, where is the cause. The cause again to reflect to the wife. It doesn't mean it's her fault, but it says something. Hey, during this period of time, your family have to stay together. We're going through together, and try to minimize the impact. So my recommend to this family is this next 10 years don't spend too much money. And again, I gave my advice again, and this one is the third opinion from the coins, and it's a very clear, and definitely with my three methods, the Bazi, the Emperor Star, and the coins and the cards, that will give me a clear conclusion what's going on here. So that's why they are parallel. They give the same result. So that's the power of all the technique together. Unfortunately, I don't have control of the advanced method, but enough for basic beginners like me is to give my second opinion. Surely time will change. Like if you change the karmic palace, the gods will help you. The ancestors will always be there for you. They will give a helping hand. So in this case, we need to go further to the high level of the spiritual world to help us, and also the Buddha world, the God. They are watching us. Just if you respect them, they will give you a helping hand. And I recommend to this family to say, hey, we have a problem. We don't ignore them. So we need help. So ask God, give and help and help. They are willing to do that. Right? All right. This is the end of my decoding of this family. If you are interested in my way of decoding as second opinion, is for free. I will help you further. If you go to this website, you can see my updates, what I'm doing. So today I have also Zoom meeting live. It's 40 minutes. It's not much, but I would think you could ask some question, because 40 minutes it goes very quickly. Yes, thank you for watching. And if you are interested in my decoding again, go to that website, and I will plan to spend time to have a look at your card. All right, thank you for watching. Goodbye. Have a good day together. Wish you all good luck, good health, and a lot of money coming in. Right? Bye bye.